Well, reading is something that I picked up a long time ago. I started reading comics when I was very young. Growing up, I picked reading books, the Hardy Boys and the kinds, and then we got to novels. Then we did the Kina John Kiriamiti at some stage. Son of Fate was my favorite, and My Life with a Criminal. Yeah, so reading has been part of my life. More often than not, you'll find me with a book. If I'm not listening to an audiobook, I have a physical book I'm reading. If I'm in a matatu or somewhere that I'm waiting for a meeting, I probably would be reading a book. Well, at the beginning of this year, my target was to do about one book a week, but really depends on how big the book is. So if the book is small, like 100 pages or less, I can do like 2 in a week. But my goal was to do a book a week. I have not actually hit that goal yet. Yeah, so maximum books I can read in a week, 2. The current book that I'm reading is The Richest Man in Babylon. That is the book I'm reading currently. I'm just about to finish it. I'm reading it for the 3rd time because it's a book I think has a lot of nuggets on how to make, grow, and like ensure your money from loss. Right, the first thing is the writer, Clason, has a way of, there's a way that he's packaged this book. You read the book, what you're seeing is, if you're a lover of drama, theater, he uses that old English, thou, thine, prepare thine purse for fattening, gold, yeah, that's Shakespeare kind of a language. So for me, it was very interesting. I mean, I'm reading, you think like you're reading a drama, but as it unfolds, there's a lot of nuggets that you're picking, and the advice that he's bringing out and the principles are very, very, very timeless. You see, this book is set in the Babylon, in the ancient city of Babylon, which was the richest civilization of that time. And what happens is, the things that he's speaking are things that are narrated around that time. In fact, they were even keeping records in terms of sales, in terms of accounting. Some of the oldest records were found in that ancient city. Some of the oldest recorded engineering work is recorded around Babylon. I mean, one of the wonders of the world is found in Babylon, which was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And so the way he brings the whole historical issues and pick nuggets that are timeless, that for me is what stands out as I read this book. His presentation is very relatable. He's not a boring writer. You read, it's one of those books that you pick and you want to read and not put down until you finished. But for me, the first time, that's what I did. I read through so very fast, and because I couldn't get enough of it. But now, going back to it now the 3rd time, I'm reading slowly by slowly as I simmer on the information that is passing. So yeah, the writer Clason is very, very elaborate in terms of, and is very relatable. It's not those complex academic writings that you would read and you're wondering, where is he going with this? Yeah. Basically the book is very practical. It's very practical. It gives you, how do you make money? How do you grow that money? How do you insure it against losses? How do you save? How do you invest? I mean, all these things are there and they're practical. I mean, if you read that book, I'm telling you for sure, you begin questioning some of the decisions that you've been making, financially speaking, some of the decisions you've been making investment-wise, some of the decisions that you're making as you pick out your insurance covers and stuff like that. Jijenge. Yes, I don't know whether I've not come across any other books. I'll do a bit of research around him, but yes, definitely, because he's a very, very easy writer and easy to follow from where I stand. So yes, I will definitely read another book by this author. If you want to read this book, stop wanting, get this book and read. because this book is going to change your perspective as far as money is concerned, as far as growing your wealth is concerned, as far as investing is concerned, and many other issues that you probably are in that space that you're wondering, especially those people who've gotten their first job and you're wondering, okay, so this money that is coming fast and furious, and you're wondering, where do I get? You've gotten your first paycheck of 50,000, or you've gotten your next paycheck of 100,000 or 20,000 or 10,000, whatever it is. There's something that he says which is very, very, very important about saving. It is not how much that you save that counts. It is the consistency. If you start saving 100 bob a month when you start your first job, in 10 years, that would be a lot of money. So it is the consistency. If you can save that 100 bob every week for the years that you'll be working, it is because it's the consistency. So anyone who wants to read this book, pick it. It is a good read. It would be an investment that you will not regret. So get it, read it. How long did it take you to go through the research material to come up with the nuggets that you have in this book? For me, because it is about 120 or so pages, but for me, I'm wondering, because the things that are in there, the research, archaeologist findings, there are a lot of things that are in there. Yes, he shrank it to about 100 or so pages, but how long did it take the research process for him to come up with these 100 and so pages?